And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. First down for this offense. He's going to pass. Bought a little time, lets it go. Just a short pass to the tight end. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
That's caught. It's Smith. Hit the afterburners, kid. Huge plays like that can change the complexion of a game, and he's got it at the 22-yard line.
How nice is it as a quarterback when you don't have to throw post routes to get great stats? No, I can just throw it quickly to one of the fastest players in the entire nation and let him burn this defense.
Moves away as he feels pressure. A shot toward the end zone. And he's got it! Touchdown, Mustangs! Lining up to add another. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And the scoring play comes on a touchdown pass from 22 yards out. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Here comes the offense on first down. He's looking to throw it. Got his man quickly. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
What can they pull out of the playbook here on 2nd and long from the 17? Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. They believe in that running game. Got 6 before he stopped at the 23.
And oftentimes running backs love draw plays because there's less traffic in front of them. The offensive line is selling pass. The quarterback's selling pass. They don't get the handoff until the very last possible second. So the D-line's rushed away upfield, and now it's so much easier for these backs to find their holes and pick their lanes.
Try to get it to the edge. Trucks through the defender. And he's knocked down, but not before moving the chains.
And already this guy is leaving his mark on this game. Opening drive, back-to-back runs where he's found a way to get positive yards. He was able to pick up the first on that last carry. They should keep feeding him the football. The more success they have, it's going to open up the play-action game.
And the Sun Devils will have it 1st and 10. Snap it to the back. Just buried it. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big game.
The Sun Devils are moving quickly down the field. Looking to move it through the air. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
You know, as an offense, when you're trying to complete these tunnel screens, you're going to have to be able to negotiate some of these defenders near the line of scrimmage. They're all looking to swat it away. Good job by the defense there.
Didn't connect last time. Let's see if they throw it again on 2nd down. Unloads to the wideout. What a snag by the defense. Got room on the return. The 10. Touchdown, SMU! The defense puts 6 on the board with a big-time interception return. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught, don't get caught. And he didn't. The pick 6.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too. Now, look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back, brother.
The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Arizona State has the ball back, and the offense making its way onto the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Now the play fake. And he can't escape, and down he goes.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
A 3rd and long coming up here. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Finds his tight end. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37. Ever since they invented the forward pass, the tight ends have been running the drag and getting the first down.
I think it's because the tight ends is so much versatility. You know, they can block and stay in the formation, or they can release and come out. But either way, if the quarterback's patient, most of the time, that drag route's going to come over.
A strike downfield. Tackled, but he has a first down.
Well, this tight end, he's got size and he's got some athleticism. He's very difficult to cover one-on-one. Defense is going to have their hands full with him today.
Now they'll try to cash in this drive. 1st and 10 from the 50. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. So 1st down didn't exactly go according to plan. Let's see what they can dial up on 2nd down.
Reese, I got him right where I want him, okay? I'm going to throw the football. Now I can get back in shotgun. Let's forget the running game stuff. We're going to play a little pitch and catch and see how good that secondary is.
He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
Well, the good news is he did a nice job reading the coverage. He knew exactly where to go with the football that time. Just a little bit too much on that pass. You wonder if that's just nerves. He's got to settle himself down a little bit.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Trying play action. Got him downfield. Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31.
3rd down, understanding exactly where the sticks are. You know, you got to stop certain routes so they don't get to certain depths. Quarterback completes it, gets another 1st down. Got to be a little bit more mindful of where those sticks are.
And they'll line up from the 31 on 1st down. Got it behind the line. It's Douglas. And he laid the lumber to stop him from getting the 1st down.
That's the end of the 1st quarter. With the score, SMU 14, Arizona State 0.
Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. Defense might bring the house here. Here we go. Off play action. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
Well, we knew coming into this game, this offense was going to try and get this receiver involved and get him involved early. So here they are just finding an easy completion. It's not a touchdown, but they just want to get this guy lathered up and get him into the run.
From the red zone, looking for a space. He'll get rid of it. Into the hallelujah land. Touchdown, Arizona State.
And what a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
And right down the middle. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. the SMU offense is headed back onto the field. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is tired.
And I think that's the difficulty being a play caller. Like, I have to balance all of those things. My defense is a little bit tired. I can't put on the field, but I got to be aggressive because this is a back-and-forth type game, so a lot to process and think about.
Looking downfield, it's Jennings. Safe completion on the screen. Dances away again. Still on his feet at the 45. Nothing but green ahead. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Mustangs. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. What a display of explosive capabilities on that drive. 75 yards, 2 plays, and a touchdown. The kickoff team out there and ready to go. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point. And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football. Well, they hoped up already once for a score today, so the quarterback's going back to him again deep down the field, but it falls incomplete.
Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. Pre-snap motion, quarterback trying to get a read. On 3rd down, going up top. Quick strike complete. And that is a nifty bit of navigation to get through that traffic and get the first down.
There's a reason 3rd down is called the money down. What a great find by the quarterback. Great job finding his receiver. At the end of the game, you look at 3rd down percentages. It tells a huge story, and it goes a long way in deciding who wins a football game.
Fires to the wideout. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
This offense just has to find a way to find a rhythm here. They're playing at home, and they want this crowd to stay involved and be an asset in the game, but they need to start making plays. They can't keep throwing incompletions this early.
Couldn't make the connection on 1st down. Now here on 2nd. Hand off from the shotgun. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense.
And sticking to the run. I'll tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football, you can tell.
Grabbed behind the line, it's Scatterbo. And the completion gives him a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving.
Great job by the running back on this play. It's a big 3rd down, and his ability to catch the ball, turn around, get north, make a guy miss, and go move the sticks. Awesome individual effort.
Power football with the run.
Man, that D-tackle is a freak athlete. Did you see him come out of his stance and beat the offensive lineman, getting to the running back? Cat-like quickness.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. He's looking to throw. Oh, big fella almost had a pick right there. Instead, it falls incomplete.
This quarterback is living dangerously now. He threw a pick earlier in the game, and he almost threw another one right there. These windows are tight. He's got to be really good with his decision-making.
Going to the ground. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the 1st down marker.
4th down coming up.
On 4th and 7, analytics, gut feel, or maybe just wanting to keep the offense out there. They'll go for it. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Got his man down the middle. Dragged down to the turf, but not before getting the 1st down. And the Sun Devils come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to go up top on first down. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. Just causing wreckage in the secondary. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. A new set of downs after the completion. They'll throw it on first down. Can't hang on, and he'll tell you he really should have made that catch, and he had an opportunity right in the middle. It'll be second down.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose, and I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, and really be physical, because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward when that ball starts to come loose and pop out.
And this is a really important series of plays, a chance to cut in. And he's on his way. He'll go all the way. Touchdown, Sun Devils!
Man, I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you got to find somebody that can make a play to create something. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
Off the deflection, missed a great chance to force the turnover. Instead, it'll be second down.
Well, I know that one fell incomplete, but what a day this guy's had throwing the football. Multiple touchdowns. He's done a really nice job with his decision-making. Hasn't thrown any picks, which has really helped keep this offense on schedule.
Looking to pass. It's Jennings. He unleashes a long one. And he hauls it in inside the 30. Defense needs to regroup as he gets it down to the 26.
At the 26-yard line. First down for the offense.
Wants to throw on first down. Pressure coming. Moves around to clear up the vision. He's not afraid to go deep. He fires back across the field, and it's intercepted. Got some room to run. He's at the 40. He's at the 20. And he's out of bounds at the 2. Almost a pick six, but they're set up on the doorstep.
What an interception. He's dangerous because not only can he catch the ball and pluck it out of the air, but he's hard to bring down, too. This is a guy that I think can play offense for a lot of programs around the country, and he showed you his open field running there.
Trying to surge it in. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
This offensive line better figure out a plan for this D tackle. He is tough to block with one guy. You might want to start double teaming him. He's going to be a problem moving forward. You saw all of his ability on that last play.
And again, he gets nothing. This defense is not giving up anything on the goal line. They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of settling for 3, but it is 3rd and goal.
3rd and short in college football today. You see so much more pass than you used to. The offense stays aggressive, and I think they stay aggressive because they know they're in field goal range. They got that 3 in their back pocket.
4th and goal from the 2. Can they finish this drive? Snags it. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
You know, offensively in that situation, 4th down, you're throwing for it. Everything has to go right, or someone just needs to be able to make a play to keep the drive alive. They couldn't get it done, and now the offense is coming off the field.
Standing in his own end zone looking to throw. He'll pull it down. At the 15, he's loose. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down.
I just love this guy's instincts, right? When things aren't open right away, he never panics. He just understands the situation where he is on the field, and he's so confident in his own natural ability that he has the ability to run, go get the first down, keep this drive rolling.
He makes the connection. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
Well, this offense told us coming in they were going to challenge this secondary early and often. They were going to use their speed to their advantage and take advantage of this quarterback's touch and arm talent. And already in the second quarter, they've got over 200 yards thrown.
Dances away. Got his man all by himself. That's where they'll mark him a very productive play and a first down. They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for one or two more plays. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. To the air, it's Jennings. He's moving out of the pocket. Makes the grab on the left. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. And that'll do it. Here in the second quarter, halftime has arrived, and we head to the studio. And the Mustangs will boot it away to start the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Arizona State has the ball back, and the offense making its way onto the field. They got a lot done through the air in the first half, and they might need even more production here in the second.
I think they will, Reese, and I think this is an offense that has proven they're playing with good timing right now. They've got some matchups where they're winning one-on-one, and they're just going to have to keep going back to the well, David, and relying on hitting some explosive plays to win this game.
Yeah, and I think we look at numbers naturally, and they're losing. So that's the most important thing on the scoreboard, but they have had success. And so what do? You keep playing pitch and catch. You got to score, but you got to talk to your defense. I need some stops. I need the football back quickly so we can do some more damage.
Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure it to first down.
You're down. Obviously, the half, you had a conversation. You got to come out and put points on the board. And, Jesse, it looks like they're going to start with the ground game.
And I love this, David, too. Regardless of whether they're losing or they're winning, come out here and try to be the most physical unit here in the second half. Get this run game established.
Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down. They were able to make the completion, but he had to pick his way for just a little bit. Needed a little more help to spring him for some yardage.
Yeah, if you're going to have success when you throw it outside like that, you're going to need some more blocking and better blocking downfield. Give the defense credit, though. They were able to rally and made a tackle.
These routes have some reads and adaptability built in, and the big fella found that cushion and made the play.
Man, it's so awesome how much offenses have evolved. They know exactly what they're getting, where to sit down, quarterback, tight end, on the same page, gets the first down.
That is an excellent throw by the quarterback, finding the window between the zones and delivering that ball on time.
The Sun Devils have it with a 1st and 10. The aerial assault continues. It's complete.
Well, when you're running the drag route against man coverage like that, as a quarterback, you got to put the ball out in front of your target. When you do that, you give the guy a chance to then advance the football up the field, pick up a first down like they did right there.
On 2nd down, he'll fire. It's on target and complete. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot in the quarter.
He snares it in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona State. Ready to try the point after. And the extra point was good, no incident there, and we're tied up in the third. All tied up and just about set to kick it away.
Number 29, set to pass on the football.
It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. The give to the back. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29.
Small gain, I know. But again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass. Make him honor the run game. You got to do a lot of this.
Steps away. On the move, he fires. How about getting the foot down on that throw for the big completion?
One of the things that makes this quarterback so dangerous is how accurate he can be when he's on the run. And he's a guy that's looking to throw. He's not looking to take off himself. Showed you that accuracy on that play to get the first.
He fires a bullet to the right. It's complete. A huge pickup. Touchdown, SMU. And with that one, they jump on top here in the second half. This game must be moving so slowly for this quarterback. He sees everything 2 or 3 beats ahead.
Way ahead. I mean, it's been really, really easy. I better get some more hits on him. I better do something to make him feel uncomfortable, because right now, it's just like, oh, you're running that? Yeah, that's easy. I mean, he's already read your mail. You better change the address, do something different.
And the extra point makes it a 28-21 score. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the scoring play coming on a 56-yard touchdown pass. And he takes this from inside the 5. And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, he was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
Fires to the tight end. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down.
And that's why play action is going to be big in this game. You saw how it just freezed the second level of that defense just for a second and allowed the tight end to work himself vertically down the field. But how about this guy after the catch, right? So hard to bring down. What a weapon.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. He did a nice job of it.
Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. Handoff to the single running back. Brought down at the 26-yard line after a pickup of 10 yards on the play, and it'll be a first down.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense. Looked like the offense had a chance for a big play there, but the running back just could not reel that ball in.
Now 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Makes the grab over the middle.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
Well, on 3rd and short and field goal range, they dial up the pass play. Quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate enough throw. Ball falls incomplete. Now setting up a big decision here on 4th down.
Makes the catch past the sticks. Not much of a fourth down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing. An easy conversion for this offense. And the Sun Devils line it up with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And as they get him to the ground, clock running, looks as if time will expire here in the 3rd.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter. With the score, SMU 28, Arizona State 21.
They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater.
And this offense, you're halfway home. All you got to do is do the same exact thing, Palmer. Fall forward and be physical here.
And that's why they practice these goal line situations, right? It's to step up and be physical in moments like this.
A touchdown here on 3rd and goal really ratchets up the game pressure. The give to the big fullback. And they'll knock him down. Down in the final period in a tight game, and they will go for it on 4th and goal. Expect some pressure coming from the blitz. They'll go to the fullback. He didn't get there. 4th and goal from the 1, and they are stuffed.
Defensively, the only time you really lock in on the fullback is 4th down and short, and you could tell they were dialed in. They knew he had to get a short bit of yards. They stuck their face in there, stuffed the big fullback, and didn't let him go anywhere.
Leaves it with the back. Shakes off the defender. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
Late in football games, I have a plan. I'm going to run the football. I want to put my quarterback in great situations if I do throw it. Low risk, keep that clock moving, get a few first downs. And if I get a few first downs with that clock moving, I get the W and get out of here.
They'll run it to keep the clock moving. How about that effort to get it out across the 20? They'll mark it at the 21. It's a 1st down.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
They're trying to get to it. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy. And that's why the ball falls incomplete.
Makes the catch. It's Daniels. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the 1st down.
Well, this defense has given up some big plays in this game so far, but they've got a lot of talent on that side of the football. Someone has to step up here, make a play, get a stop, and put their team in a position to win.
And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down.
These are the plays that don't show up in the stats, right? Like, a great job. Look at him. He does an awesome job. Instead of taking the sack, clearly wanted to throw the football, scrambles around, gets some positive yards. It doesn't go down as a huge gain, but these are the plays that get you W's.
Fires left. Here's an interception. Oh, did they need that turnover? Bringing it back. Able to stay on his feet and get the ball to the 21-yard line.
Well, what a play by the defense there. Trailing here in the 4th quarter by 1 possession. Able to steal it away now and put their offense in position to at least go tie this game.
Arizona State has the ball back and the offense making its way onto the field. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit, forcing the incompletion?
Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. This time he's got his man.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Off the play fake. Got his man on the right. And they stop him just short of the stick. It'll bring up a decision on 4th down.
Well, you know, that's one as a quarterback. You've thrown the completion, and you're like, dude, can you just turn around and make one guy miss and go get the first? Or can you just stretch out and get the first down? You need your guys to have a little...
The receiver was doubled, and they picked it off.
Intercepted by SMU. And they'll take over 1st and 10.
First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. He wants to throw. That's reeled in. It's Smith. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. He had the perfect play to open the drive, and now they'll snap it again from the 38. To the ground with the back. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. The Mustangs headed quickly to the line. Right back to him on the ground. Tackle was made at the 44, but he picked up 10 yards and enough for a first down. Offense, quick tempo. Trying to find his man on first down. It's complete. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play. And the Mustangs with the 1st and 10. Looking to pass inside the red zone. And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waiting moments. That could be a costly play.
That's a play the defense needed, right? It's been a battle all game long. Here we are. It's late. Everybody's tired. They've given up a few yards on this drive, but they come away with a huge sack at a big moment.
And the defense snows him under after a very short game.
And not a surprise by this offense, right? This is a game management type situation. I want to run the football. I want to run the clock. The clock is my friend with the lead. Late in the 4th quarter, inside of a minute, I'm going to keep this ground game going and make you have to look at that clock continue to tick.
Avoid. And he's forced out of bounds after a huge loss on the play. What a boneheaded moment. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. No good. And the margin remains at 7 after the miss. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. There's plenty of time to work with here, but they have to be highly efficient in their attack. And he is finding wide-open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. Takes it the other way. Touchdown, Mustangs! How about that D coming up with a play like that?
Man, what a play by this defense. You're trying to get the ball back to your offense. You're trying to salt this game away and get the win. Not only do you create the turnover, you get the touchdown. Now you take a 2-score lead late in this ball game. This defense just stepped up in a big moment.
35, Arizona State, 21.
They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick 6. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Arizona State has the ball back in the offense, making its way onto the field. This thing has sort of gotten away the last couple of possessions. They've been a little too generous, David.
Yeah, like a non-profit, man, like a charity, giving the football away too much. Got to take care of the football, Jesse. Otherwise, you got no shot to win this football.
You're right, man. At this level of college football, it doesn't matter how talented you are. It doesn't matter who you're playing. If you're sloppy and you put the football on the ground or you throw pick.
Oh, he wants it all. And it's picked off for the 4th time today. Not much on that return, but I think they'll let him slide after making that pick, and they'll have it at the 20.
That should be the nail in the coffin. What a great break on the football, getting the big turnover. You got the lead. Now just go out there, be smart on offense, and run that clock.
Just never gives you a clean shot at him as he gets out to the 28. The timeout stops the clock with 10 seconds to play. 8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and short. A jet sweep pass. The Mustangs get enough to move the chains.
He's tackled at the 32-yard line. That's a first down for the offense.
Timeout is called with just a single second left.
Timeout, Arizona State.
And after this play, the cake will be baked. He'll come out throwing on first down. Pocket starts to collapse. He's going to take off. Turns it on in midfield. Across the 45. And that will be the final play as the clock strikes 0 here. Winning those individual 6-second battles every play, time after time after time after time, and that leads to a victory here.
And I love when teams go out and play like it's sudden death. Like if they lose the game, their entire season is over. This game wasn't for the national championship, but you wouldn't know that watching this winning team, David. Tremendous effort and tremendous execution.
Now, I love competitive people. I love competitive coaches. I love competitive teams that they know that their job is to go out and get a W no matter where you play. You want to play in the parking lot? We'll go meet you. Great job on this team being ready, getting the W.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.